From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. But tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in prime time between the Toronto Mounties taking on the Miami Dolphins. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. There he goes, left side. He may go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jaden Blue with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. At their own 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man, it's Warren. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try to get us ahead and try to keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Warren will try the right side. And able to get this to the 31. You talk about this Miami defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Here's a 2nd and 8. Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Okay, break. 19 tight. 19 tight.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to DK. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll look to throw here. Now he's going to step up and run. And it's caught. Touchdown. Chimere Dike. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Mounties respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Aubrey good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and then they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That's caught left side, Burden. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Here we go, Shaq.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The Dolphins at 5-3 now on the year.
And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's McCarthy. That is caught. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Drops it to Blue, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Defensively, maybe a little too fired up there for a third down stop.
Remember in preseason when we were going to camps and watching people, they worked on this, right? In the heat of the summer, still did it anyway.
Blue. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
To the air with McCarthy.
Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Go!
And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Buffalo 18!
Back to throw now in his own end zone.
That's caught. Emeka Egbuka.
And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line. He'll look to throw. Now he'll take this and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 3.
70 Timberwolves. Panther Street. Panther Street.
On the give, it's Vidal.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Cowboy 80. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 18 Pioneer. Warriors 17.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
18 Rattler.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Get it. Cougar 19. Dragon 60. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready,
Back to throw again. And this is incomplete.
Well, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Okay, break.
2nd and 10. In motion, Hollins. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Chandler. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Ready. 60 Vikings. 60.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll try to do it himself. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
First and 2 at the 10-yard line.
Viking 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Bowers. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
in for the first time with Ty Chandler.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Ty Chandler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Mounties go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That's over the middle into the hands of Noel. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing is McCarthy. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
On for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half.
Monkeys 14. Dolphins 10.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here we go. Bronco 80. Count 79 Broncos. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
2nd and 1. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Open man down the field, it's Bowers. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Chandler. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Let's go.
They get this out left. Touchdown! Emeka Egbuka from 3 yards out. And the Mounties take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Aubrey now for the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score, Mounties 21, Dolphins 10.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Sheds off the tackle. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. But, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
2nd and 4. Now he's going to step up and run. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They go with Blue between the tackles. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jaden Blue with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now 21-17.
Dolphins 17.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Right back to him on 1st down. Room here to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Check mash, crack up.
They run it with Chandler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Third and 12.
Warriors 72. 72.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
He's got this complete to Burden. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Luther Burden, 47 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll swing this out to Blue. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. McCarthy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
And he hits him in stride. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. A lot of people look at them going for it on 4th down and a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them, got the ball right back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. Now he'll tuck it. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jalen Carter, his 2nd sack of the night. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
He'll try and do this himself. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ballgame. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
They bring their punter out there now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On 1st down, it's Blue. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Pass caught by Burden. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Luther Burden with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Hokies 21.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds at midfield, so a solid return to the 50. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. This is 1st and 10. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Here's 2nd down.
Here we go, set. 70 line, left wing, 19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
And their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
37-yard line.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Miami 1st down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jaded Blue, 46 yards. And the Dolphins have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Walker in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
That's caught left side. Burden. Touchdown, Dolphins. Luther Burden taking it in. And the Dolphins tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First down and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be the